Hey. Good evening, everyone. It's another Sunday evening and it's time to connect. What a whirlwind of a weekend it has been, and it was super. I mean, I almost didn't make this episode. Almost didn't make this episode, but I'm so glad I'm here. And I'll tell you a bit about that in a bit and how that is going. All right. Super Sunday. I trust everyone is doing well. For those joining us on LinkedIn, it's great to have you here. For those joining us on Facebook, it's great to have you here. For those joining us on YouTube, awesome as always to have you here. All right, so we're going to be starting right away and getting to it. Quite an interesting conversation that I'm looking forward to having today with two amazing people, and I'm going to be, bringing them up in a bit after I go through their profiles. Great stuff. Young folks doing massive stuff, and today we're talking about getting started on content creation. So the conversation is going to go all around content creation. It's going to go about how it's from the A to Z, literally, if you want to know the A to Z, or maybe the A to W or something. But I mean, it's the journey, right? And everyone is on that journey of crafting the skills that they have and all of that. So we're looking forward to that. It's going to be super amazing. I need to go. Just hold on a second, folks. I'm going to be with you a bit. I need to send this video out to um, friends of mine on other platforms, and that's the audio that you're hearing. All right. Okay. So we're going to be taking it easy peasy. So I'm going to be sharing this to a couple of people. The link for this is going to be going out to a couple of people so that they can share this out on their platforms and have people join in. All right, then. So this is it. We're going to be starting this right away. Okay, and it's amazing. Now, I was saying earlier on that we're going to be talking about content creation this Sunday, and it's super amazing to do that. But first off, today is the 5th of June. I want to give a birthday shout out to a dear friend of mine, Paul Uda. Paul Uda, wherever it is that you are right now, super happy birthday to you. It's great to see you. It's great to have you here. It's great to celebrate you on your birthday. Paul has been such a phenomenal support to me, somebody that I've seen grow. I've had the front row seat to his development, to his foray into the leadership, space, and he's become such a massive enthusiast and to many levels an expert on leadership. Paul, on behalf of everyone that follows you, that listens to you, Paul, I want to say massive congratulations to you on this celebration of your natality, and that everything that you do will continue to find relevance, even as you help shift entire generation of young folks from one level to another. All right, so thank you very much. I'm a bit like I said, I've had a whirlwind of a weekend, trying to get my energy level up. But guess what? I'm not even bothered about that because the two guests that I have today have more than enough energy. Trust me when I say that. They have more than enough energy, to take care of whatever deficit that I have. All right, so I'm going to be bringing into the studio. Let me see, who do I bring in first? Who do I bring in first now? I'm going to be bringing in this very uh I'm trying to get to, yeah. So the first person I'm bringing in is she's the final year mass communication and IT students who is versed in social media and uses Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, YouTube, and TikTok really well. And you'll get to understand what I mean by that really well. She's a lifestyle YouTuber, and she'll explain what that means. A lifestyle YouTuber. She's a content creator and a social media manager. So maybe I should have her manage my social media, um, you know, channels and all of that. She's creative and design oriented and very financially aware and has experience in budgeting, photo editing, customer service, and fashion. Now, does that even sound like a real human being? I mean, how can one person have all of that wrapped up in one? So I'm going to bring in a studio, MargyQueen, Ukonu. I call her MQ, and I guess it calls her MQ. And then, ladies and gentlemen, on the connect, she's coming right in. Hello, MQ
Hi
of life.
everyone.
Hi, MQ. Hi, how are you doing? It's great to see you here. So this is streaming right now, MQ, to
I'm fine.
YouTube,
Okay.
Facebook, and LinkedIn. So you want to say hello to everybody on
And
YouTube,
LinkedIn.
Facebook, and LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Um,
Hi everybody on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. I'm Ukonu, MargyQueen. Thank you for joining us today.
Amazing. So that's how they start. So thank you for joining us today. Then they take about the whole show, and then I'm wondering, how we start. That's how they always start. All right. So it's great to have you. It's a first time. It's your first time to the Connect, and I can't tell you how much the Connect family. All right, is extremely happy to have you join us. So I'm just going to go straight to bring in my second guest, and then I'll take it from there. All right. So I mean, first of all, when you have anybody that calls, that is known by the tag or the nomenclature drama queen, then you know that you're in for you're all right. You understand? You know that you're in for a lot of drama. All right. So Marvelous is a multi-talented lady gradually gaining grounds in the arts and media world. All right. She's a professional voiceover artist, presenter, event host, actress, and model, to mention a few. All right, having delivered over 50 voiceover jobs for different companies and brands. She also has anchored diverse events and modeled for quite a large number of brands. So what? She's a brand influencer. All right. A freelance model she is, and a member of the Rock Theatre, a group diverse talented actors and actresses. She's popularly known as Drama Queen Marvel, as I said earlier, and she's a strong advocate and believer in the future of entertainment and media that will reveal Christ and have a defined entertainment and media content. Hence, the establishment of the Christian advocate, not advocate, advocates in the MOAEM move, a move for individuals called into and passionate about the mountain of arts, entertainment, and media, where they actively engage in getting involved in the sphere, collectively interceding and strategizing for the betterment and illumination of the mountain. She's said to be an embodiment of art, also has a flair for content creation. Little wonder I have both of you here. All right. And she's a content creator ranging from writing of scripts, video, audio creations, and more of the thriller audience, and has been at it for over 4 years plus and counting. All right. She has certification in multimedia technology and is currently about to bag another certification in mass communication. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, MQ, help me. Where's she? I can't find her. She's not in my waiting room. So whenever she gets in, whenever she gets in, all right, whenever she gets in, we will get to her. I can't see, just in case, Marvel, just in case you are here. Okay, we can see you now. So she'll be joining us in a bit. All right, she'll be joining us in a bit. So let me start with MQ. MQ. Today is all about content creation. It's all about the entire story, the entire journey, and I'm actually waiting for Marvel to show indication that she's ready in the waiting room, and then I can bring her in. Marvel, you have to put on your video, your camera, before I can admit you to the studio. So back to you, MQ. Talking about content creation, how did they start for you? I mean, where did you just wake up one morning and you were like, you know what, I want to be able to do this, and what was the beginning for you like?
Um, Content creation is something that, like, I think I've always wanted to do it. I'm someone that's obsessed with watching YouTube. Like, I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I follow a lot of influencers, a lot of content creators and stuff. So I would say I started content creation first by taking pictures. I like taking pictures. I used to take a lot of pictures and just post on Instagram when, like, the big thing on Instagram was still taking pictures and stuff. So I would do that. And late last year, yeah, last year, like during summer last year, like August period of last year, I just decided that I was going to finally do this YouTube thing and not wait for anything else. Like there was always going to be something like, oh, I didn't have the right phone, I didn't have a tripod, I didn't have a ring light, I didn't have this.
Mm.
So I was just like, I might as well just start it now. Like time wait for nobody. So I decided to just, start it, and that's how it started. And then I started with YouTube. I got more serious on YouTube than on Instagram, and then gradually I started getting more serious on my Instagram once again. Cause yeah, that's
Okay, okay, that's great. I hear what you say, and you're trying to, but just the people are wondering, like, what are you talking about? I'd like everyone to watch this.
MargyQueen once said, YouTuber edition.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're just joining, my name is Ukonu, MargyQueen. If you've not subscribed, that subscribe button. If you've been here, what's good?
Oh, this keke that is driving like this. If you hit me, you buy Bonvita.
I dance, I can't dance, but there's a woman inside this egg.
Interesting stuff there. So I mean that's content that you put out there, and how did you even start
yeah.
achieving this? Yes, you talked about taking pictures first of all on Instagram, and then you have doing video is totally different from taking pictures. Absolutely different from taking
Different.
pictures.
Yeah, it is.
How were you able to find the time to be able to do this? And how challenging was it initially? MQ.
Okay. So speaking of time, I started doing my internship when I was in 300 level. It was summer, so I feel like I don't think like I would say I found the time to do it. Like I don't know how to explain it, but there was time to do it because I started with vlogs, and vlogging is like taking people like around your day, showing them what's up, like what you're doing, and all of that. So I kind of just started, and every time I remember that, every time I'm doing something, I remember that, I'll have to pick up the camera and show people what I'm doing. I'll have to pick up the camera and show. So I guess that's how I found time for doing that. And then as
Okay,
time
so
went on, I
I'm
started
gonna
like
ask you,
planning.
hold on, MQ. Hold on, MQ. I'm gonna ask you to hold your thoughts there because Marvel is in
Okay.
the waiting room and we need to bring her in. All
All
right,
right.
so drums roll. Let's put our hands together as we bring in. I mean, she always has to do drama to enter. She couldn't even enter at the time we wanted to bring her in. She had.
No, that wasn't me.
I think this.
Was okay.
Hi,
Hello,
Marvel. Can you hear
everyone.
me? Yeah.
Yeah, sure, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, I'm back, guys.
Okay.
Um, is Marvel there?
Yes, I am
Yeah, she
here.
is.
Okay, great, great, great,
Marvel is
great. So
here.
Marvel, is great to have you here. Like I was
A
saying before,
pleasure to be here.
yeah, because you needed to do the drama to enter. You couldn't just come when you were announced. You had to
No,
first
that
go.
that. I mean,
We'll start looking for you up and down and all of that. So
I'm
it's
sorry.
great. So I'm gonna go back to Marvel. Just hold on. I'm gonna go back to MQ.
Sure.
MQ, you were telling me about your initial. I'm particular about the beginning, the story in the beginning. All right, I'm particular about that and the inherent challenges at that time. So go ahead, MQ.
Okay, so as I was saying, I started doing my internship. So I just like I had been planning it, but I kind of started out of the blues because I really didn't inform anybody that I was going to start my YouTube. I did no intro video. I did nothing. I just woke up, sent my intro to my friends, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's nice." And then I posted my video. And then after that, I had already made up my mind that I didn't want to be like all those YouTubers that will post one video and then they will disappear. And then they will come back like 6 months later. and then they will come back. I didn't want to be that YouTuber, so I decided that I would find the time for it, and I would actually keep posting and be consistent on my channel. So what was very challenging for me was the fact that, number one, space on my phone. Number two, I wouldn't say like internet connection or something to upload my videos, because I feel like that time I had enough internet connection to upload my videos. But as time went on, that became an issue. And then number three, getting people to like share your link and all of that, like sending broadcasts to people, that's like a lot of work. And some people, like, it's just kind of challenging and stressful. And the fact that I kept putting out content and it was like, I was just doing it in vain. It still feels like that sometimes, but I mean, we keep moving, we keep going. It's still a challenge. So yeah, I think those were the initial challenges, but there are still a lot more challenges than that.
Right. Okay, so let me talk to Mo. Now okay, now the screen was a bit frozen at the point. Now I can see it clearly. So Marvel, what was your story like? Before we get to your story, Marvel, all right, before we get to your story, there's something I would like you to see, all right, and this is it.
My heart. Oh my God. Look at me. What he was up to. Only bit what you that I loved him so much he would never ever leave me. Oh my God. But unfortunately, he is just another woman. What does she call herself? Barbara. Even Indian. Kind of. How can she be Lord. A full-blooded Indian lady like he chose that Barbara whatever over Nigerian. You Nigerians, I am going to develop you one by one. Very last drop of my blood would take me down like God.
What in heaven's name? Whoa! Wait a minute. Let's start from there. First of all, you want to deal with Nigeria? Barbara, she's not even Indian. I was where in heaven?
Oh my God, I'm like not close to being Indian. I'm an Igbo girl. Oh my Lord.
So I mean, how did this start, Marvel?
Okay. This actually started in the year 2015, right? 2015 or 2016. And that period I was 2016 stroke 2017 rather. So that period I was waiting for admission, right? I had written JAMB and all of that. So I was waiting for admission. I was home and not really doing anything per se. So one of those moments that I was at home, and normally I just take my phone and I do stuff with my phone. I just keep myself company because I usually like keeping myself company. So I just take my phone and I do stuff. And then one of the times a friend saw it and was like, see all the stuff on your phone. Why don't you post them online? I'm like, I should post my creates online, that kind of thing. It was like, no, that it's actually really interesting. Like, because he watched them and he was laughing and stuff. And I'm like, how are you so amused and all of that? So he said I should just go on and post it online. So I went on and posted the very first video I did. I think that was on Facebook. And then, because the way he had hyped the whole thing, he was like, I should post it online, and people react, like people respond, people will engage. And then I posted it online, and I think I had 9 views. I had 9 views and 2 likes and no comments. So I'm like, okay, really, is this what this is about? How can I, because the whole hype of posting, people are going to engage, this is social media, blah, blah, blah. And I posted it and I'm getting 9 views, 0 comments and 2 likes. So it wasn't really encouraging. I was like, okay, anyway, Sha, should they say little beginning? Little beginning. So this should be like a little beginning or something. That was what I used to
No,
put body and soul
hold on a
together
second.
anyway.
Hold on a second, Marvel. Hold on a second. Let me just ask you a question, and I'll also throw the same question
All right.
to MQ as well, because I always like to understand things. What did you think you will achieve? What was your intent? What was it that you were trying to do with the content that you were putting online, Marvel?
Okay, so I'm going to be 100% sincere. As at then, when I had put out those contents, I really didn't have as at then, it wasn't really a thing for me. I was just putting it there because a friend had actually told me to just put it on there. But along the line was when I began to get a full grasp of the whole thing, and I've eventually been able to know why I'm putting stuff out there, which I'll tell you anyway. Currently, I put out content for 3 reasons. I call them EQ, for entertainment, edification, and enlightenment. So that's basically why I put out content, to edify people, to entertain them, and to enlighten them. So
So hold
yeah,
on, slow down to pull your horses. Entertainment,
yes,
edification,
yes,
and enlightenment. So you're looking
yes,
at, first of all, things that appeal to people, things that
yes,
build people by way of
yeah,
edification, and things that
yeah,
inform people by way of,
yes.
amazing, amazing. Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, me now, or are you talking to Queen? I should go on.
No, you go ahead. I'm gonna come
Okay,
to
all right,
MQ.
all right. So yes, as at then, it wasn't really encouraging when I had put out those videos and all of that. But eventually, I think in the year 2018, okay, yes, 2018 was
Yeah.
when someone actually saw my profile on Instagram, and then he reached out to me to come for a job. That was actually an MC job, like to anchor an event. And that was when I began to get a full head of it. And then actually, as at then, I wouldn't actually leave out the part where as at then I had become much more built spiritually. So I began to get a full hold of what God wants me to do with this, and what He wants me to achieve with that, and all of that. So moving on, I began to get jobs through putting out content there, and I mean it's been a great journey since then. I get jobs, I get engagement, I get people come to my DM telling me how I inspired them, and I'm like, okay, really, and all that, how I inspired them, how they are learning and stuff like that. So it's really encouraging when I get messages like that. Aside the fact that you know that this is what God has called you to do, actually, it's part of the picture, it's part of the plan of what God wants for me to do. So, moving on anyway, at some point, it gets really frustrating, because at some point I had challenges of, a phone, when I lost my phone, and at some point
So I'm
another
gonna
time my
jump
phone.
in. I'm gonna jump in, right? We'll get to
All
the
right.
part of the challenges, right? But
Okay.
let me
All right.
switch over to MQ.
That's fine.
M Dimples Q. All right, so we're switching over to MQ right now. And she had to show up the dimples as well. Lord have mercy. So MQ, was this what was the big picture for you when you started? As in, okay, this is what I'm going to do with this. This is what I want to achieve with this. I mean, when you thought of being a lifestyle YouTuber, at the point you thought of being a lifestyle YouTuber, I mean, you were like, what exactly were you trying to achieve?
Okay, so I feel like I just started last year, so I feel like I'm still trying to like find my ground, what I
Yeah.
plan to achieve. But for now, I would say the two major things are entertainment and like an actual lifestyle. Because most of the things we see out there is basically um aesthetic, luxurious content. Everybody's trying to be perfect. Everybody's trying to make their background look good. Like everybody's just trying to put out this whole aesthetic stuff. So my own lifestyle content, I plan to bring like real life stuff, not just prepping and then everywhere we look nice. Like life doesn't happen.
Hmm.
So yeah, I feel like those are the two things for now that I know that I'm trying to achieve with my content.
And that's why I'm going to play this video again, because I need the audience to have have an essence of exactly what it is you're talking about, and I need everybody to listen to this.
MargyQueen once said, YouTuber edition.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're just joining, my name is Ukonu, my queen. If you've not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button. If
Kick
you've
the
been here, what's up?
subscribe
What's
button.
good?
Oh, this keke that is driving like this. If you hit me, you buy Bonvita.
Bon Vita.
I dance, I calm down, but there's a woman queen, so I can sing.
Really?
So his face. Oh God, this school is trying to make me run mad. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to tell your mother, tell your father, tell your friend, tell your sister, tell your cousin, tell everybody, spread the word. We're trying to hit 3K subscribers by the end of the first half of this year. So yeah, you guys should say, tell everybody to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Tell your father, tell your mother, tell your grandma, tell
everybody.
Tell everybody, if this kekema hits me, Ubai was Bon Vita. All right, that got me cracking. And then I saw a few of your siblings. So you dragged them into this, like you I saw a brother looking like, oh my goodness, I hope this is not going to leave this house. Like, I hope this doesn't leave this house. Like, goodness, this is my PR on stake. How'd you get them to this? I mean, I like the fact that you say that, look, you're not looking for any
Bon Vita.
It has the Bon Vita. Bon Vita. Ha! Thank you. You're looking for, I mean, you want to be as real as possible and showcase, like, there was something I said to you earlier, something I heard you say in one of your videos when we're doing, the team and I were doing a review of your different videos. And he said, I'm about to give you information you didn't ask for. So you're coming online to give information that nobody asked for. How do you get to do this? I mean, getting support. I noticed that sometimes it's not only you in the videos and all of that. Are people, your friends, are they like excited to be a part of this, or you have to like coax them to be a part of this? MQ.
Nah, actually, my siblings are actually very supportive. Like, sometimes they would even ask, like, oh, when are we doing a video, or are we doing a video or something? They're actually really, really supportive. And same goes for my friends. Actually, I just tell them, oh, you guys, I want to shoot this video. I'll tell them ahead of time, and they will like, oh yeah, cool, we are down with it. So actually, I don't really have support.
How many videos do you shoot in a week?
It depends. It depends. Sometimes 2, sometimes 3. It just depends on the content I've planned for that week, or depends on what is going to go on that week.
So how do you come about your content? What inspires the content that says, okay, this is the content for this week, or this is what I'm scheduling for next week? How do you come about your content?
Okay, so I have this thing that I write like everything. Like, when the year started, I had like a list of content that I want to do for the year. So I write it on my phone, and then I just go through it like every week or every other week, and then I just tick out the ones I've done and leave out the ones I've not done. And then, like, my major content are vlogs, like school vlogs, live vlogs, and all of that. So I just pick a week that I want to film. So yeah, that's basically it.
Cool. Let me switch over to Marvel. So Marvel, you got some clarity, like you said, you got some clarity on, why you were doing this. How big do you think this can get for you? Okay, so Marvel, can you hear me? Okay, there must be some network drag. She's busy posing, folding and putting her lips right, and all of that. This is content, actually. Marvel, can you hear me?
I think she can hear you.
Okay, I don't think she can hear me. I think she's having a bit of network problem. We'll work that out. Let me come back.
I think you can get for me.
All right.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Go ahead.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. There's a bit of a
Yes,
delay.
I can hear you.
Just go ahead and respond to the question. We'll just wait for you to catch up. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. So about how big I think this can get for me. Okay, so the thing about this whole thing, the thing about why I'm still at it. The reason why I'm still at it is because I got a full grasp of it eventually, like I said earlier on, when I decided to take my spiritual life much more serious. So I cannot take away the spiritual factor that contributed to all of this. I cannot take away the God factor because it's just his inspiration and his grace that actually keeps me going in this field. So, and the thing is, anyone who obeys and walks with God, there's no way they can actually earn small, even if they are not seen person, but there's no way they can actually earn small because the scripture says the path of the righteous shines brighter and brighter, and the thoughts and plans God has for us are of good, of evil, and our end is glorious. So the fact that this is personally what I am convinced that God wants me to do, it's a field that God wants me to be actively involved and engaged in. That's already enough motivation, already enough assurance that the end is going to be really glorious and big because I am banking on God's grace and upon his word. So that's
Okay, awesome, fantastic. I heard all of that, and I'm hoping that you can also real time as well. What has been singularly the greatest challenge, or skip singularly, what has been the greatest challenges with this in terms of getting content, in terms of transmitting content, in terms of finding what is relevant and what endears to your audience? How do you even determine your audience? Who is your audience? I know, and I'm going to come to MQ on that. Would you expect to be big followers on this? You say, call your father, call your grandmother, call your grand auntie. What exactly is the grandmother supposed to? Is it the entertainment part? Is it the lesson part? So let me start with MQ. Then I'll come to MQ. Where exactly is the audience here?
I feel like young girls are my audience. I feel like those are people that I'm catering to the most, like young girls. So yeah, I would say young girls.
So we're not allowed to watch, right?
No, you're allowed to watch. Like everybody is allowed to watch. But if I'm
All right.
saying my audience, like who I feel like my videos cater to, I would say young girls.
Young girls. Okay, so going back to the initial question that I threw out, what is the greatest challenge or greatest challenges that you've had with this?
Okay, so it's a lot. Okay, let's start with trying to get people to subscribe and watch your content. That is that is a very, very big challenge. I even stopped sending broadcast messages on WhatsApp because I just felt like it's just a lot. Like sending it and people not reposting, and then even when you don't send it to them, nobody wants to ask like, oh, are you not sending in your link today? Let me help you even share. Or it's just a lot. Or when I post something on my Instagram, or when I put the link on my Instagram and nobody clicks to watch it, or when I post something up on my Insta. Okay, like the other day, I posted something up on my Instagram because I needed help to actually shoot a YouTube video because I was going to do an assumptions video. I had about 100 people view that story and about only 5 people answered. So how am I supposed to get the content I want to get? So that's a very big challenge. People not wanting to interact or like help you get the content you want to get. Okay, then let's come to school. I'm a student in her final year. I am juggling. Okay, so I have a job. I'm juggling my job, I'm juggling school, and I'm juggling content creation. And most times, not most times, every time because I do not have that money to like waste on data every time. I would do, because I have like anytime I do my normal data, I have YouTube night data. So I actually stay up on the day I'm supposed to post. I stay up till 12 to actually post my video. Like nothing in the world can make me sleep. Even if I'm feeling sleepy, I would have to wake up just because I want to post that content. And that's a very big challenge because I can stay for like 1 week now. I've actually not gotten a lot of sleep. And it's actually part of that. And my body is a body that like adjusts to some, like once I start doing something after a period of time, my body will like quickly adjust to that.
To it.
And also another challenge is um after I said I had something on my mind, but now it has really escaped my mind. I was going to talk about staying up to post. Okay, yes. Imagine staying up and going through that stress to post that video, and then you actually do not get the feedback you want.
Mm, mm.
That's just is a very big challenge. Like I tell people, like I could have stopped YouTube a while ago, but no, like I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going because as Marvel said, little beginnings, like you never know who is watching, you never know who is looking. Keep doing what you're doing, keep being consistent. Because at the end of the day, it will pay off. Hard work always pays off.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's actually a very big and also my phone is a big challenge too
Heartbreaking.
because I have space issues. I have space issues on my phone. So sometimes it got to a point that I had to uninstall YouTube on my phone and in order to like get my video out of the editing software and then install it back and then post my video. So that's a long process. At some point, so I had to upload my video through my friend's phone. And
Wow.
sometimes before I get the video out of the editing software, it takes like I have to export it at
Wow.
least 5 times just to get my video out of the editing software. And exporting it once doesn't take anything less than 45 minutes. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's also a challenge.
Imagine doing that 5 times. You know,
Exactly.
and
And then
so
my phone gets slow and all of that.
and I feel the pain. Like you do all of that, sleepless
Only to
nights,
get
all of that, then somebody will now come and view and just walk
Oh my
past
god.
without. If I now
exactly.
that's not why you tell them you better hit that subscribe button right now because it's coming from a
Like
place of I'm not even being nice about this. Hit that button right
exactly.
now, right
Because
now.
truly and really, people that even watch your videos don't even know what you go through to post it. Like there are a lot of things that go on behind the scene. Like
Wow.
is a lot. And even editing videos sometimes because
Violence.
I would have to kind of squeeze in time to like edit my videos
Violence.
and stuff. Especially like let's say I have assignments, is a weekday and I have assignments to submit the next day. I would have to find a way to
Mm,
do the assignments and also edit my video. And it doesn't take less than an hour to edit a video. It takes more than an hour to edit a video. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's work, but it's going to pay off as consistency. That's one of the reasons why I said I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that come and then they flake. It's not easy, but why start if you can't finish? Or why start if you can't go on? Like be consistent. That's one thing. I love consistency. I watch
you
a
know,
lot of YouTubers and I don't like
I like the fact.
huh?
Thank you. I like the fact that you're big on consistency and you understand what's the power, what I call the power of the process. And the power of the process is that the process is what delivers what you need to be able to sustain the successes that you have. Because I tell you something, if let's say you probably just hit it on your first video posting, and you got all those subscribers, and you did not realize the amount of work, and much more than the work behind the work, the resilience, the tenacity, the mental grit that you needed to have to be able to deliver it. The truth of the matter is that value responds to value, and because of the work that you put in, every clip that I see now from you commands a different level of value for me because I'm not just going to say, okay, there she is just walking past, that an Okada does not hit her so that she can drink Bonvita. I'm going to be saying, my goodness, what did he take? How many times, how many hours did he take for me to just watch this 30-second thing, for me to watch this 1 minute, 60-second video clip? And I'm really happy that you recognize that, look, hard pay, and that's something I just want to jump in to also reiterate and stand with you on that. And you see, the process delivers the outcome. The process also
Yeah,
strengthens you to be able to,
definitely.
have the capacity. The process gives you the capacity. It is in the process that you find strength. And then, like I always will say, for those that listen to me all the time, the process validates you. And that's what's happening to you right now. All those sleepless nights, they're part of the process. All that hard work, all that, faulty devices and low capacity devices and gizmos, all the, sometimes the internet disappears on you as well as it does all of us from time to time. All that is building you up so that the time comes when you get to that point that you want to get to. There's a whole journey behind you that validates, that authenticates where you stand in this game. So that when people start turning to you and say, look, MQ, how did you, I want to learn from you. You're not just saying what you don't know or struggling to be able to show them how to do it. You're simply just telling your story, and your story in itself is a blessing. So I just wanted to say that as a way to also encourage you as well. So just hold on for a bit. I'm going to come back to you, MQ, in a bit. Let me go to the drama queen, whose network is apparently giving her a lot of drama tonight because she's about 2 minutes behind us. Marvel, can you hear me? And I'm going to wait for your response.
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome. Hallelujah. Amazing. All right. So, Marvel, what challenges have you had? We're talking about challenges now, and then I have a game for both of you before we leave the studio. What challenges have you had, Marvel?
Oh. Okay. The major challenge I have had is keeping up with being consistent, and this is because of phone issues. At some point, I lost my phone. At some point, my phone became bad, and it disrupted my consistency. And this thing has a way of, when you are giving your audience content, giving them content, and then at some point you just stop, and then for months you're not there. When you come back, it's like you're having to build up from the scratch again, because like they feel like you've probably gone extinct or something. And when you come back, you won't be getting much engagement like you were getting when you were consistent. So you have to, when you come back again, you have to start all over again, in quotes. And so that was really the whole off and on thing. It was really telling on my per se and engagement, so from my audience. So that's the major challenge, actually. So yeah.
So I guess is this a challenge that is ubiquitous? Is this a challenge that you think a lot of people starting on this journey, is this something that they're likely to have? Because MK also talked about her device. You're also talking about your device.
Yes.
Consistency, it seems to be something that is ubiquitous, isn't it?
Yes. Well, as a matter of fact, as a content creator, if you don't have a good phone and maybe proper lighting or majorly a good phone, I mean that's like the major tool for content creation. If you have a phone that keeps on frustrating you, it will also be frustrating your productivity online. So you have to have a good phone. That's like number one, because your tool is what. And then you might have a phone that maybe doesn't have a good camera or something. As a matter of fact, people look out for good quality videos and good quality content. So if they should probably see a video that was uploaded maybe with I'm not running down on any brand though, but then if probably a techno, a low something.
You're not going to run down on any brand, all right? Just
so if
you put up a phone with that phone, yeah.
Yes, with that kind of phone, yeah, and then with this kind of phone, you would see that the people would naturally would prefer videos that are clearer and sound is much more crisp and clear. So as a content creator, it's really, really important. That's like the number one, that you have a tool that will help you to be much more productive, and not a tool that will frustrate your content creating abilities. Yeah.
Content creating abilities. Okay, so I'm going to take a break now, and we're going to play a game, and I need you guys to be ready. First of all, let me say to everybody out there that they had no idea All right. I love the expression MQ has on the face when she doesn't understand what's going on. And I'm really glad that, I'm going to say that they had no idea, absolutely no idea that they were going to do this today. We're going to play this game today. So we're just going to take a break for about 5 minutes and play a game. But the game in itself speaks to the subject matter that we're discussing tonight. And here's what we're going to do. So we want to take attributes and things. Here's what it is. I'm going to call a letter, and then you will say a word and then explain the word. So for example, let me give you a sellout. If I say C and MQ is the one answering, MQ could say consistency. You have to be consistent in this, because if you're not consistent, your followership could drop, your message could get lost in the myriad of billions of messages out there, and you will not find, you need to explain it. So if I say X, you have to immediately think of a word that starts with X, and you've got to be able to apply it. Now, this is in 30 seconds. You don't have the whole day to figure this out. I only have 5 minutes to run this, and I have to go one to the other. So I'm going to start with Marvel, all right? Because she was just praying that, God, please don't let him call me first. Well, I told you. All right, so I'm going to start with Marvel. And
Okay.
first letter that I'm going to call out is P.
P. Okay, P, passion. Okay, passionate. As a content creator, if you're not passionate about what you do, definitely the push won't be there. Like, you just have to be passionate about it. You have to put in that when you're passionate about something, it gives you that extra drive, that extra push. If you're not passionate about something, you might just be lackadaisical towards the whole thing. So passion is that thing that pushes you to do more, to actually, even when those hurdles of your phone-ish and all of that comes in, your passion for what you do is actually what keeps you going and keeps you creating content. So that's about
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Marvel. I mean, while you were answering the question, MQ had to take off her glasses. Like, my goodness, how do I begin to? It's like, what will League say now? Like, brother, please now. All right. Okay. So MQ. Can people begin to suggest letters to me in the comment section? I want to see. Can people just type in letters, and I'll pick any one of them. We have about 3 sets to go, so type in letters and let me pick. MQ. M.
Money.
Okay. What about money?
Okay.
Money
You actually need to. You actually need to have like a bit, let's say a bit of money or enough money to actually start content creation, because you need a good device. You need things like your tripod, your ring light. You also need to buy a lot of data. So you actually have to be not financially stable, but you have to have money to an extent to actually keep up what you're doing. Yeah.
Awesome. Amazing. So I'm going to jump back to Marvel. B.
B. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay.
Oh my goodness doesn't start with B, Marvel. Oh my goodness doesn't start with B.
B have to be B.
Bold.
You have to be. What's wrong?
Okay. B, you have to be bold, right?
Bold.
Yeah, she helped me out actually. Okay. Yeah, bold. Okay, so if you're not bold enough in this content creation field, you would feel like other people that have gone ahead of you, like you don't stand a chance to actually get seen. But then what you don't realize is that in this content creation field, like there's a room for everybody, there's a space for everybody to actually shine. So if you're not bold enough, you might feel that these people that have gone ahead of you, that started before you, like they are just going to be the ones that will be forever seen and you'll never get a chance. But once you're bold, you have that confidence that at some point my time will come, that kind of thing. So yeah.
Awesome. My time will come, that kind of thing. I hear you. Awesome. I'm coming to MQ now. MQ, are you ready?
I guess so.
S.
Self-drive. Nobody can push you like yourself. If you don't push yourself, nobody's going to push you.
Yeah.
Wow.
You have to have that self-drive, because it will get to a point that the support you need, you might not be getting
Yeah.
it from other people. So you actually have to remind yourself that you are that person that has to push yourself. So yes, self-drive.
Amazing, amazing, awesome. And you know, it's so important, right? Let me just say this before I get to the next one. I said the connect on the ninth of August 2020. We've run over 100 episodes. I've had over 170 guests come in, and it's something. One of the things that people keep saying is, how do you keep this going on? How do you not run out of what to do, what to say, what to bring into the studio? So everything that you guys have said so far speaks to this, and I really am so glad that you've also been able to, recognize this and replicate this in the sphere that you're in. But that does not mean I'm not coming to Marvel now, and I'm coming to Marvel with F.
F. Okay, you have to be a fighter. Like, you have to fight in this content creation field. If you don't fight, when these hurdles come and all of that, you will be won. You'll be won over to just giving up. But once you're a fighter, you would definitely thrive and get to that perfect finish.
Awesome. So I'm going to balance this out with a question, with a throw to MQ. I mean, our eyes just go up like, oh God, oh God. MQ, W.
Yeah.
Yeah,
W.
W, yeah.
Oh my. Wins. Celebrate your small wins.
Woo!
Wins. Yeah. I think people always forget to celebrate their small wins and always look forward to like the big thing. But if you
Yeah.
hit 100 subscribers, celebrate it. It's a thing.
Yeah,
If
that's the thing.
you have 100 views on your video, celebrate. I actually had a problem with celebrating my small wins, but trust me, I've learned over time. So you have to celebrate your small wins. Give yourself credit for the much you've done. There's always something that's going to come out of it at the end of the day. So celebrate your small wins. Don't be too hard on yourself. Yeah.
Wow, nice, 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 nice. Celebrate your small wins. Okay, you guys did more. I feel like doing one more. I'm just going to do one more because you're all just on point.
Mm-mm.
It has to be there has to be one more. So I'm gonna go to Marvel. Marvel, final one from me. Final one from me. You know how pastors say final, they say final one, and then they say final.
Right.
Okay, so Marvel, final one.
Okay.
Why?
Why? Why? Why? That's really
Yeah, why?
okay.
Why?
Why? Okay, you have to be yourself. You have to be yourself. Yes, that's yourself. Okay. The thing with content creation is that your uniqueness is what stands you out. So when you're yourself and you don't try to copy someone else, that's what catches people. That's what attracts your audience. So you have to be yourself in this field. Be comfortable in who you are, be comfortable in your uniqueness, and that will be what will stand you out and actually draw your audience to yourself. So ensure that when you're starting content creation, you are yourself and you're not feigning to be someone else. So, and that will go a long way for you, because at some point, if you're faking the whole thing, you get tired, like you can't keep up. So just be yourself when you're starting, and be yourself all through content creation. So
Amazing, amazing, amazing. And so, final one for MQ. Oh, MQ. Let me see. I'm trying to get this MQ. Let me look at my keypad and just pick Z.
Zeal.
Yeah, that was
That's the
easy.
best thing.
That
No,
was
what did you see?
literally served
That
you
was just
that.
the first thing that came to my mind. You have to have zeal for what you do. I mean, I think zeal is explainable. So
Yeah, it
yeah.
is, right? That's why I like the fact that he said it's explainable. That's why I'm kicking that out the window and I'm giving you E.
Oh my days. Entertainment. Yeah.
Mm,
You have
mm.
to be entertaining with your contents. Nobody wants to watch something that is boring. You don't want to spend your time watching. If you had a long day, you don't want to watch something that is boring. So actually try and keep your
boring.
audience entertained. So yeah.
Wow. Okay, all right, guys. So guess what? I promised you that we're going to be wrapping this at the top of the hour. It's 4 minutes to the top of the hour, so I'm going to give you an opportunity to do two things, right? First of all, you're going to have your closing remarks, and then I'll give an opportunity to celebrate someone or something, whatever it is, and then we all celebrate with you. So if you want to celebrate your pet dog, go ahead and celebrate. We all love your pet dog for you. If you want to celebrate your baby brother, if you want to celebrate whatever it is. So I'm going to go with Marvel, your closing remarks, and then whatever it is or wherever it is you want to make a toast to. So Marvel, and then after Marvel, we'll come to MQ. Marvel. Is Marvel there? Oh man, what the network is doing to Marvel tonight. It's only God that can forgive them. Okay, so I think I'm going to jump to MQ. I know Marvel will probably hear this at some.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Sarah and Yakan. Okay. What I have to say is this. Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Go ahead, Marvel.
Yes.
All right, so it actually takes time to be a successful social media content creator. And one thing you have to understand is that you have to work your way all the way up there. You don't, it's not something that just happens overnight. You know, you have to work your way to get to the top. And as a content creator, like I would say, because that's what worked for me, that's what brought me thus far. Never, never neglect the God factor. Ensure that in as much as you're in this field and you're pursuing content, you're putting out content there, it actually God actually makes these things easier for us. As a matter of fact, I get most of my inspirations most times when I kneel down to pray or something. I just get inspirations. So ensure that, like I say, primarily it should be the God factor first before even this content creation factor. So God factor first. Your talents and your content creation comes second. Primarily, it should be God, 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 God. So and ensure that when you put God first, you're also putting in he won't just help you when you're not putting in your own effort. So it takes your effort, and it also takes God's grace to of this content creation field. So ensure that your content is engaging, it's entertaining, and it's informative. It's not just something that doesn't deliver value to people. When you're putting out content there, it should be value oriented, and people would definitely always want to come back to watch your content, and ensure that you're dogged too, because there are times you be down and all that, you don't just want to do anything, but ensure that you are dogged about the whole thing, you're rugged and dogged too, and it's going to go a long way for you. So yeah, that's about that.
Awesome.
Content
Awesome.
creation.
So what do you want to celebrate? What do you want to make a toast to tonight?
Who do I want to celebrate? Who do I want to make a toast to? I would want to celebrate. Okay, as a matter of fact, I would want to celebrate Mr. Kenechiko Basi, because at some point I got really like I said, it gets to some points when you are just you're down, like you feel like things are not really going smoothly for you in this whole field. There are down moments like that, but he's someone that actually helped push me, and I went back and to the whole content. Not like I left it entirely, but I was just down. But he helped, he motivated me, and went out of his way to do certain things for me that restored me back to default setting, or even better than default settings. So this is a big shout out to Mr. Connecticut Bati. Thank you so much for all that you are and all that you do for me. Thank you so much.
All right, so
and
big shout.
Yeah, I can do shout out to more than one person, can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, sure. And I also want to shout out to my family, to every single person in my family. My dad. Oh, my dad is such. In fact, every single one of them, they just support me. The way they share my links and hype me and all of that, it's really, really, really encouraging. And I want to thank them. And of course, my friends too. They know themselves that really go out of their way to support me. And my Facebook family, they are amazing. The way they engage, they are just amazing. And Instagram family too. Thank you all so much. So yes. That's
Awesome. So
about that.
everybody, we
And of
celebrate
course,
our
you,
friends.
Sanya, I can't thank you for
Celebrate.
bringing me on this.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So just stay right there. Just stay right there. I'm gonna come to MQ. MQ, your closing remarks and your toast.
Okay, so I think what Marvel said, the God factor is important, and then I would say keep doing what you're doing. It might not be easy, but people are watching. Just keep being you, and when you're putting out content, just be yourself. Don't try to like fake it or anything. Just be yourself because it is you that is going to take you where you want to go at the end of the day. If you keep trying to fake something you're not, it's probably not going to go anywhere. And also keep putting in the hard work. Don't get discouraged because it's not where you want it to be yet. Trust the process. It takes time. Things don't just happen overnight. So yeah. And shout outs. Um hmm. I would like to give a shout out to my family,
Yeah.
my siblings. They watch my videos, they comment, they repost my stuff. I'll give a shout out to my family. Even though my friends don't watch my videos, my friends are still like my mom still asks me like, oh, what are you going to post?
Oh wow. Okay. It seems like MQ's video is frozen. Wow. Okay, probably like an hour mark something. Seems like MQ's video is frozen. Okay, so I'm just gonna go on and stuff. Let me say a massive thank you. All right, we just crossed the top of the hour, and I want to say massive thank you to my two guests for today for sharing their hearts and for sharing value,
Yeah.
for talking about what it takes to be able to do this, to be able to develop content, to be able to create content, to be able to put our content out there, all that is required. Even the game that we had was a learning session in itself because it helps you be able to come to terms with the things that are required, the necessary ingredients that are required for you to be successful at this. And I will always be say this, that the place of authenticity is at the crux of anything that you become and anything that you do, whether it's content creation, is business, is whatever initiative that you are, the place of authenticity, because it's not just enough to do things. You've got to have the right identity to be able to get the right things done. When people do things or people are like, people trying to be successful, it means that you are being like. Being like is different from becoming. Being like is different from being. Being like is focusing on the act. Becoming is focusing on the heart. And so every time that you focus on the heart with regards to whatever that you're doing, whether it's content creation or any other form of expression of your giftings that you have, then it's so important.
Okay.
Actors act. People with true authentic people be. All right, actors act, and you really don't want to be acting in anything that you're doing. So I'm going to come back to MQ. I think she's back now, and I'll let her
Yeah, I'm
finish.
back. Sorry about that.
No, no, it's all right. It happens. It happens. It's not you're not responsible for it. So
Um,
you
yeah,
well
shout
your
out to my friends. Yeah, they always take my excesses. We can be playing and serious, and then I'll be serious editing a video. So, and to all my friends that have been on my channel, shout out to them. Yeah, and also I'm shouting out to myself because I'm proud of myself and I'm thanking myself for all the hard work I've put in. So, shout out to myself. So, yeah.
amazing, amazing, amazing. I want to say thank you to yourself. Amazing. Okay, so again, as I was saying before you came in, I want to say massive thank you to you, Marvel, to you, MQ. Thank you
Thank
for
you for
sharing.
having us.
Thank you for sharing your heart, and much more than that. Thank you for delivering value, because value is never lost. And when people value what you've delivered, then value goes. When people appreciate, as I appreciate what you have, then what you have delivered appreciates value. And so I want to say a really big thank you. You could have been just about anywhere doing anything right now and preparing your next video, your next post. And I want you guys to, you know, to those that have joined us today, I'm going to be putting up there. Okay, so this is MQ's YouTube link. You can screen grab and look for her on YouTube. She has a lot
Or
of,
just type MargyQueen Ukonu.
exactly, just like MargyQueen Ukonu, and you see all the things she will tell you about how Okada can hit you and you drink Bonvita and all of that. And you know, she had her final year dinner the other day. She was looking very banging, you know, and all of that. This is Marvel's YouTube channel. The drama queen herself. You could search for DQM.
Bonvita.
Yeah. You see, Marvel is coming like 2 hours after. So you know, you and I are like one part of the world, and then Marvel is like one other part of the world.
That part of the world.
So we're having conversations airtime. The joke has finished since last year. Marvel is coming to laugh at it now. God help us.
Drama Queen Marvel written together.
See, there you go. I finished, you know, so Drama Queen Marvel written together, and you know, and follow them. They have great content, massive content out there, and much more than that. They're using it.
I know, right? I'm currently in Mars.
She's truly in Mars.
Oh Lord.
Her network is so slow.
Oh God, network is really bad.
Just truly Mars, you know, and all of that. So you guys, I just want to say, keep on doing what you do. Stay true to the game. Keep up with the work, the tenacity, the grit. Keep on developing the capacity, all right, for what you're doing. The process validates you. Some days you wake up feeling like it. Some days you wake up not feeling like it. But I can tell you this from the depths of my heart, that in life, there will always be two things to learn. You either learn what to do or you learn what not to do. So even when things don't go right sometimes, learn how not to do a thing from there. When things go right, learn how to do a thing from there. And it's so important. And that will help you as you go on this journey. I wish you the best of luck. We'll continue to provide all the kind of support that we can to you. I will watch all your videos, share all your videos, and hopefully I will have you back on the Connect sometime soon. And don't worry, MQ will also do an Instagram version of this. And I'm hoping we can even do it pretty soon, because I know where you are. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. And to everybody,
thank you, everyone.
Thank you for joining us.
Facebook, to those that joined us on LinkedIn, thank you, and thank you. Have a super amazing week. Next Sunday, 7 p.m. I'll be right here as we connect. Good night, everyone. Cheers.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.